Hey guys, welcome back to the Taj Mahal. Saturday, September the 3rd, just coming up to 10:30 in the morning. Beautiful day out today. I think it's supposed to be a high of about 24 degrees Celsius. That's just, I guess it's around 76 degrees, 77 degrees, somewhere around there. Perfect temperature to work out in the garage anyway. So, yeah, hard to believe, Labor Day weekend already. And we made some good progress on the 60 TR3, so I'm happy that we've got it on the road this year, although obviously still working some bugs out, as you can see here. The last time I left off, I walked away from the car as I was struggling to get the starter reinstalled, and I ran out of patience. So when that happens, I just tend to walk away and go inside and then come back another day. Well, been a busy week at work, so it's taken me a few days to get back out here, and now we're full of patience, and sort of thought about how to attack this over the last couple days and come up with somewhat of a solution, and I'm not sure whether it'll work or not, but I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve that we're going to try to get that pesky nut started on the back of the bolt. Well, I've actually got it started on the back of that bolt, but I think I'm going to have to uninstall it and put a lock washer on there. That sort of got me thinking that I need to have a lock washer there for a couple of reasons. I don't want that that fastener to vibrate loose, nor do I want to have a problem with the, as I mentioned before in my previous video, it's got a shank on this bolt, and I don't think I can tighten it fully without having the lock washer on there. I think I'll run out of threads before it tightens. So we're going to probably pull that nut off that I'd threaded on there. It took me probably an hour to get the stupid thing threaded on the first time, so we're going to try something a little different this time. Anyway, we'll get back to that later. I did buy some tools to throw at the problem. So I've always wanted a, I don't have a, I have gear wrenches. I have stubbies and just regular gear wrenches, but I don't have a flex head set, so I think this may help as far as getting that bolt off the or sort of holding the fastener so I can tighten it. So we're going to give this a shot. Hopefully this will these will help out. I'm sure they'll come in handy in the long run on other projects as well. So these were on sale this week, fortunately. I think that these were 54 bucks at my local Canadian Tire store. So yeah, we've been looking at these for a while, and now we can justify actually buying a set of them. So hopefully they'll work on this project as I see them planning to work. Anyway, I also picked up some drill bits. Starting back on the 59, I realized how dull all of my drill bits were. So I don't have a drill sharpener, so I just went and bought a assorted kit, again on sale from my local Canadian Tire. So we've got lots of nice sharp drill bits there to drill out some spot rivets, and there's going to be hundreds of them on the 59. So we've got a good assortment of bits there, and that should do us for a little bit. No pun intended. Anyway, let's get to work on this and see how quickly we can get the top bolt of that starter reinstalled. Alright guys, we'll come back. Alright guys, starter is in. What a bitch. I don't ever have to do that again. I'm definitely on the 59 going to weld a nut on the back of that, or do a key insert or something like that in that hole, because I don't want to have to go through that again. It fought me, but I won in the end. So now the only problem is, in the process I've knocked off my cooling pipe here to the heater core, so hopefully that will thread back in and I haven't damaged the threads. Let me try that out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed. We'll come back. So I'm really pissed. This is the part that the threads are buggered up on now. You can see how short the threads are. I've always had a problem with this frickin' part. I've already gone through one of these. I don't think I have a spare because I've already gone through my spare. So that's for the heater tap, and that runs to the heater under the dash. So I'll have to order another one of these. I think it's just a stupid design how short these threads are. Sorry about that. Anyway, I've put it in, and it's just basically, you know, a little bit of pressure and it pops right back out. So not enough threads to keep that in there. Alright guys, talk to you later. Alright guys, just about time to get her off jack stands again, so we'll do that and then we'll attempt to fire it up. Hopefully the starter works and hopefully the carbs are going to be a bit better. If you remember, this all started after I adjusted the floats in the carbs and went to start the car, and the car wouldn't start back up. So this will be the first start, hopefully, with the float levels adjusted correctly. Anyway, we'll give her a shot. Alright guys, cold start. We'll try to do it. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to do it one-handed or not. I'm going to need choke probably, so I'll have to bring you back. Alright guys, not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but we're going to attempt a cold start. So let me go turn the ignition on, and then I'm going to come and try to start it with the push button solenoid. Be right back. Okay. Cross your fingers. Almost. Okay, obviously the carbs need to be retuned now that the float levels have been set, so and we're getting a little coolant smoking down there again, so we'll let that burn off. There we go. So we'll play around with it and we'll see if we can tune these carbs up a little bit better, and maybe we'll go for a little drive this afternoon. We'll see. Alright, we'll come back later. I thought I'd play around with a bit of SUs. I got my 3 sets that I have out. I think I have a few spares around too, but these are the 3 complete sets, so I'm just interchanging some parts, let's say. Anyway, I'll fill you in a little later. There they all in all their glory. Hey guys, Tush coming back at you just after 8 o'clock, and getting dark early now. Anyway, back to the SUs. So we rebuilt a set of SUs today. Just for fun, we're going to see if I still have that issue of them stalling out when the fan comes on. This is a different set of SUs that we're using as the basis for the rebuild. So we'll see what happens. We've got her all hooked up. I haven't put any fuel through them yet, but all the lines are hooked up. So we're just about to try to fire it up. So I'll come back when it's running. Hopefully running. Well, it's running again with SUs on, and the fan is on, hasn't stalled yet, so that's a good sign. It's running kind of rough though. I haven't really played around with the mixture yet, so and I got to play around with the timing a little bit. Anyway, it's just needs some adjustments, so we'll play around with it tomorrow. But I just want to let you know that I did get it started tonight. All right, guys, talk to you tomorrow. Alright guys, it's about 9:30 and Sunday morning, and we're back. I'm going to try to tune this car a little bit. As you can see, I've got the SUs back on. I think I did a quick test start video last night, so I'll tack this on to that. So we're in tuning mode on the SUs now. So the first thing I did was I remembered that I had a vacuum connection underneath here, and I'll just show you what I've done just temporarily. So normally there's a vacuum line that runs from the front carb over to the distributor and hooks up to the front of the distributor here and pulls a vacuum there. But I'm going to block this off, and I've just got a little nail in the end of this, so I'm going to fit this back on the carb just to block that port off on this carb. Let me just get this back on here. Alright, so we're gonna, okay, so that's back on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an initial setup on the jets. So I'm going to turn those down 2 full turns, which is 12 flats. So I've just put a black Sharpie marker on the first flat, and we're going to move those down, like I said, 2 full turns, 12 flats in total. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to check the timing. Alright guys. Well, I think we're going to try it there. We've got the mixture set, so we're going to maybe take it for a run and see how things go. I'm a little concerned about this connection still here at the heater valve. Who knows that? Hopefully that won't pop off, but I put a little bit of sealant there around it to keep it from dripping. Anyway, we'll take it for a short drive this morning and see how we do. Alright guys, we'll come back. Alright, you ready to go for a ride? Contact. Alright, I'll try to take some video when I'm on the road. Car's warmed up, and we're ready to go. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure how well you're going to be able to hear me, but we're out for a drive, out on the open road. We're in 4th, doing 3,000 RPM. The speedometer is a little off. Let's click her down into overdrive. There we go. Seems to be running really good on the SUs. I can pull hard to the red line. So all the gauges look good. It's a cool day today, so I'm not sure how hot we're going to run, but we'll keep moving. We'll come back. Well, I've been out for about half an hour or so, and seems to be running pretty darn well. I'm happy. Hasn't shut off. The heat's not too bad. Again, it's not a very hot day today. I think the fan has just kicked on once the whole time I've been out. So we're just going through a bit of a park here. Anyway, yeah, so all is good so far. Cross your fingers. On our way home now. Well, that was a fun drive. Car is running really well. So it makes all those trials and tribulations worth it when you get the first fairly long drive in. So yeah. The new carbs seem to be working pretty well. It's pulling hard to redline. Got no stumbling. Idling well, if not a little bit too high. So I'll have to adjust that a little bit, but no issues when the fan kicks on. So that's a good thing. So yeah, a few more little bugs to work out, but I think the major ones are behind us, at least. And I'm sure a few will crop up as we go along. It is a 1960. All in all, I'm pretty happy the way that it turned out. So if we're lucky, we'll make it to a show. The biggest show of the year is next Sunday, British Car Day in Bronte Creek Provincial Park. Should be about 11 to 1,200 British cars out, so that's about an hour and a bit drive. So we'll see how the week goes, and maybe if we're brave, we'll attempt to make it. So that's about it for now. Home is just across the street from this recreational center. I was trying to get a shot of this in the park this morning, but as you can imagine, on a really nice Sunday morning, The park is pretty packed already. Lots of dog walkers out and people enjoying the weather. So, alright, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Appreciate all the comments, all my subscribers, all the views, and the inspiration and motivation. Thanks, guys.